let's begin. It's the win. Listen, laugh, and learn and understand. Hope, believe that you can. It's the Women's Information Network. It's the win.
Welcome to the Win Show. We are so glad you joined us. I'm Paula Fellingham, CEO of the Women's Information Network, thewinonline.com. We're the online home for all women, all ages. We're a community of women helping women live joyful lives filled with passion and purpose. Our hosts today are Laura Lee Christensen, she's the Vice President of the WIN, and Kim Coles is an actress, a comedian, a speaker, and show host. Our guests today are Vicki Winterton and Laura Lawrence. They have the Organized Woman Show, which offers tips and tools for creating the life you want. Vicki and Laura combine years of organizing their own lives, their own families and companies, along with their experiences serving hundreds of clients. Learn to take your life from chaos to calm. Is that so cool? I want to take my life from chaos. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I feel calmer already just talking about it. And we were talking off camera, and I have to say, I'm a clutter queen. I really am. And I feel the difference. I would like to be calm. So tell me how organizing really just makes it happen and what you teach.
Well, you know, today everybody's feeling a little overwhelmed. I don't know about you, but everybody wants it all. But we don't know how to manage it all. And so that's what we need to get down to, is how to make it all work so that we can have the life that we want. And there are some great tips that we can offer you that will give you tangible things to do, lists to do that can make a difference for you.
And will it free up time, though? Is that what being organized really is all
Absolutely.
about? Because I go digging through papers to find things, and I find it, but all the time.
You know, that average American spends an hour a day looking for things.
Who
wouldn't
Really?
do
Do
that
that extra hour, okay.
a day? So if you're looking at dollar amounts, what a person earns per dollar, what does that cost a company in a year?
There you go.
So being organized has great
So you're going to give us
benefits.
some of the tips, aren't you, today?
Absolutely. Well,
Good,
yeah. Where would you like
Some
us to
of
start?
the basic ones.
Shoes, paper.
All of the above.
Paper's really a big problem for a lot of people. It really is, because it's coming at you, whether it's paper,
Constantly.
digital, email, voicemail, information's coming at you 24/7, and often we haven't asked for it.
That's right.
Anyway.
And in fact, do you know what? Over the past 20 years since the computer was invented, we would think that our paper would have decreased substantially. In fact, it's increased a whole
Exponentially.
Yeah,
Oh, my
okay.
goodness.
Save it.
So what do we do? How do we get it together?
Well, there are all kinds of finding systems, and that's really what you have to go for, is a system. So that when your mail comes in, when your email comes in, you have something in place how to deal with it. Otherwise, it's like, don't know what to do with this. I'll just set it here for now.
And in fact, something that you'll want to realize, and something that we teach on our show, is this. If you are a person that does not do well with a whole bunch of formula, then a very simplified system is really great for you. If you're a person that is a very formula-oriented person, you still need a system, but you can have one that is more broadened, that has more categories. That'll help.
Okay, you intrigued me with the shoes comment. So you don't just walk in your closet and kick them, right?
Well, she mentioned that shoes are an issue for her. That's why.
Too many.
A system with shoes? I mean,
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay.
A
So what does
system-
that look like?
Well, first of all, it looks like looking at what you really have. Sometimes we don't even know what we have until we get it all together, and we sort things like with like, figure out what we're really using, what we're not. And sometimes until you get those shoes all together, you don't realize that you have 59 pair of black flats. You know, and then it becomes more of a logical choice once
And
you've
in
made the
fact,
sort.
Laura and I have done many seminars, and we teach in our seminars a 3-step formula. The first is assess. So that's what she just talked about. Look at what you have and assess what you've got. The second is to create, where you decide what you'd like to have, and you need to be very specific with that step in the formula. And the third is to tackle it. Once you've decided what you want, then you step in and begin it. And we have steps for that tackle formula. But that's what we teach, to organize any step of your life.
I imagine that some of the really kind of unique things that our viewers are going to get when they come to your show. What are some of the other unique things that you've come up with? There are a lot of organizers out there, and tell us what you've done and what you've come up with. That's really
That's a great question. You know, one of the main things that makes us unique is what's unique to the Win. We record 2 shows a week. 2 shows a week. Over a year, you're going to get more than 100 shows dealing with how to organize your time, your space, your paper, your family, whatever it is in your life.
And in small, doable,
Yes.
not overwhelming
Exactly.
bits.
15-minute sessions
Yeah.
so that you can learn easily.
Yes.
Another unique thing is our goal. Our goal is this. We want you, Laura and I want you, to live your best life possible. And we are able to walk you through how to do that. And third, we urge our listeners to let us know what they need help with, just like you asked, Kim. These are the things that I struggle with. Help me know how to move forward on that.
Oh, and I want our listeners to know that Vicki and Laura were the very first show hosts. I called them was it a year and a half ago? And I knew that our women need to be organized. I know I certainly do need to be organized, and this is just something that every woman is going to love. I know, the Organized Woman Show, and it's not just the shoes and the paper. It's every part of your life, and I applaud them because I think they're like the mothers of all show hosts.
Yes, we
They have
are.
got the answers.
Yes, oh, wonderful. Thanks. So, what is another thing that you're going to tell them on the show?
Well, we're going to be talking about all types of topics. Time management.
Ooh,
a lot of
time
people are just kind of living in quiet desperation, surviving, and knowing that there's got to be a better way. And there is a better way. And once you create that for yourself, then you can start creating the life that you want, having the peace you want, choosing how to spend your time rather than it just falling in your lap.
Absolutely. Time management is
just
huge
critical.
for everyone.
Right.
And in fact, some of my clients, that's all we work on.
Really?
Is time management, so that they can understand
That's the
how to
key.
live a better life, how to accomplish the priorities that they know are priorities but never get to.
I like that. Do you work with young people at all? Do you sometimes?
Students, I work with quite a few students, teaching them how to just organize their paperwork, how to keep track of that paper that was supposed to be turned in last Friday.
Yes.
You know, and if they can learn at that age, think what it's going to do for them the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
I'm going to ask you too this. Do you feel that there are people who just have the gene for being more organized, or is this a learned behavior for you as well?
I'll answer that. Actually, we believe that 1 in 10 people are born organized. So that's their tendency.
Okay.
So 90% of us are not born that way.
Okay.
I'm in the 90%.
I'm in the 90%.
And
Good
whether there's a gene, I don't know. Laura and I were both raised in families where our mothers were very organized. So it was the way we learned. And then we went through training and broadened that.
Okay,
But
good,
1 in 10 are born organized.
I believe that. I have a son who, even when he was a 3-year-old, all of his Matchbox cars on his dresser were
all lined up.
in parallel rows. And I certainly hadn't taught him to do that.
So what are some of the challenges that our women need to overcome? I mean, some of the
You
things
know, one
that
of the things that Vicki and I have done a show on this that's already on the Win is perfectionism, thinking that it has to be perfect.
Yes.
And if I can't do it perfectly, I'm just not going to start. And so that keeps people from moving forward. And we just want to make it simple enough that everyone can do it. That there is something you can do this day in the next 10 minutes that can change your life.
And make it manageable as well.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that. And the time has gone so fast. It is time to close. Thank you so much. Their show is The Organized Woman Show. The Organized Woman Show. We loved being with you. And we invite everyone to go to thewinonline.com where you're going to get solutions. You're going to share ideas and really connect with women worldwide. Have a wonderful day and choose to live joyfully with passion and purpose.
It's the Women's Information Network. It's the Win.